Hello people, this time isa-solve naman natin about derivatives using the definition of limits. So go over natin. So we have the delta y over delta x equal to the limit of dy over dx as delta x approaches 0. So kukunin natin yung derivative using the definition of limits. So in simplifying, we will have the limit of the function f of x plus delta x minus f of x of all over delta x as x approaches 0. Okay? Let's have number 1. So, gamitin natin itong notation. So, example, y equal to x squared. So, this will be dy over dx equal to the limit of the function. So, a quantity x plus delta x squared, quantity squared minus x squared over all over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So, let's have the following. So, kailangan mo pa i-expand si quantity x plus delta x. So, ayan. So, this is the quantity x plus delta x quantity squared. So, sulat natin sa ibaba. We have the following. So, that will be x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta squared x minus x squared, yung original function, all over delta x. Okay, so alam na natin may maka-cancel out. So cancel out na natin ito. So therefore, x minus x squared yan. Tapos, proceed tayo sa the terms. You have 2x plus delta x plus delta squared x all over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So you have the quantity, no? So quantity natin, you have delta x. So common factor is the delta x, no? You have 2x plus delta x all over delta x. So cancel out po natin. So therefore, we have already the term which is 2x plus delta x. Remember, in-evaluate natin ang limit of the function 2x plus delta x as delta x approaches 0. So, ibig sabihin, as x delta x approaches 0, so yung delta x is equivalent to 0 daw. So, therefore, the answer is equal to 2x. Okay? Let's have number 2. So, yung number 2 naman is y equal to 3x cubed. So, anong gagawin po natin? So, apply po natin yung property ng differentiation using the limit. So, dy over dx equal to, you have the following terms. So, yung limit ng function, f plus x plus delta x plus minus, you have minus f of x all over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So, sulat natin, rewrite natin, we have the following function, the limit of delta x as x approaches 0. As x approaches 0. Yung function is represented by the following. So, you have 3 times plus x, 3 times the quantity x plus delta x, quantity cube minus the original function given, 3x cube, all over delta x. So, simplify natin yung nasa term, which is the limit of 3 times expansion natin, parang quantity, parang sinabi natin yung x plus y, quantity cube, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, expansion ng isang x plus y, quantity squared, tapos x plus y. Okay, so recall lang natin itong basic algebra rules. So you have x plus y. So we already know that that expansion terms ng x plus y quantity squared is equivalent already to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared, no? Pero this time, kailangan pa natin makuha yung third term, which is the quantity x plus y. So, x plus y. So, yan po. Yan. So, ang gagawin natin is multiply lang natin yung terms, then add. So, you have x cubed. So, x cubed. Tapos, you also have 2x squared y. Tapos, meron kang x, tapos y squared. Tapos, ang susundan natin yung second term na y. So, you also have x squared y. Tapos, sundan natin ng 2x y squared. And yung last term is y cubed. So, add po natin yung all diagonals para makuha natin yung yung terms. Ayan. So, therefore, sulat po natin dito sa gilid, no? So, you have quantity. So, quantity x cubed plus, add natin 2x squared y plus x squared y. That will be 3x squared y. Tapos yung third term, that will be 2xy squared plus xy squared. That will be 3xy squared plus the last term, y cubed. So parang ito lang, similar to this, no? So the term is being represented by this term. So, pero papalitan natin ng y ng delta x. So, ibig sabihin, we have x cubed plus 3x delta x, 3x squared plus delta x plus 3x, then delta squared x, then yung last term, that will be delta cube x. Okay? Tapos yung attach the original term na minus, so minus 3x cubed. So ayan po. So all over, so that will be all over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So simplify na lang po natin yung term. So we have the following. So we have the following, distributive property. So we have the limit 3x cubed plus 9x squared delta x plus 9x squared delta x plus 3 delta cube x. Then original function 3x cubed all over the delta x as limit delta x approaches 0. So may nakita tayong may magka-cancel out. So ayan. Then this time, simplify natin yung mga terms. So mayroon tayong makakancel na delta x ulit. So delta x ulit. So we have the following. Delta x quantity. Ilan na to? So that will be 9x squared plus 9x delta x. Tapos yung last term plus 3 delta squared x. All over delta x. Tapos, simplify natin ulit. So, may maka-cancel out. Delta x, delta x. So, we have already the term 9x. So we have done already 9x squared. 9x squared plus 9x delta x plus 3 delta squared x. So, na-cancel out na natin yung delta x. So, this time, evaluate natin as delta x approaches 0. So, therefore, this will become, ito, magsisiro na to. Kasi 9x times delta x, that will be 0. And this will become 0 na to. So, therefore, the final answer will be 9x squared. Let's have number 3. Yung number 3 naman, you have the following function, y equal to 4x minus x squared. For number 3, kailangan mo siyang i-expand ulit. So, use the definition of limits, dy over dx equal to the limit of f plus x plus delta x minus f of x all over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So, let's have this. So, multiply natin yung original terms. Tapos, 4 times x plus delta x. Tapos, sundan to ng minus x plus delta x squared. Then, minus the original function given yung 4x plus x. It should be 4 minus x squared. Ayan. All over delta x. So, expand natin yung mga term and gamitan natin ng distributive property. So, ang mangyayari, that will be 4x plus 4 delta x. Tapos, sundan natin ng quantity x squared plus 2x delta x. Then, ang last term, that will be plus delta squared x. Tapos, original function, which is 4x plus x squared all over delta x. So, simplify natin yung expression. We have 4x plus 4 delta x minus x squared minus 2x delta x minus delta squared x minus 4x plus x squared all over delta x. So, this time may makikita na tayong cancellation. So, 4x, 4x. So, x squared, x squared. So, simplify natin both terms. So, meron tayong 4x, 4 delta x minus 2x delta x minus delta squared x all over delta x. So, take out natin si delta x. So, since this is the common factor, so 4 minus 2x minus delta x all over delta x. So, therefore, this will be 4 minus 2x minus delta x. Pero remember, ang delta x is equivalent to 0. So, therefore, the final answer is 4 minus 2x. So, rewrite natin 4 minus 2x. That will be the final answer. Remember, ang delta x is 0. So, yun yung value. So, 4 minus 2x yung final answer. Let's have number 4. For number 4 naman, ang gagawin natin is kailangan mo siyang apply the principle of definition of limit. Pero this time, we will be using some properties of rationalization and conjugate. So let's have number 4. So apply natin definition of limit. So this will be dy over dx equal to the limit of the function f of x plus delta x, quantity f times the quantity f x plus delta x, tapos yung original function f of x all over delta x as delta x approaches 0. So gawin natin, you have the limit, no? Limit delta x approaches 0. The original function, so y equal to 3x, square root of 3x. So the square root of 3 times the quantity x plus delta x minus yung original function, square root of 3x all over delta x. So ayan. So this time, simplify natin expression. So you have square root of 3x plus, sige, we have the following, 3 times x plus delta x minus square root of 3x over delta x. So this time, i-multiply natin by its rational. So i-rationalize natin. Okay, ano yung concept ng rationalize? When we say rationalize, example, rationalize. Example natin, kapag rationalize ang some term, example, you have 1 over square root of 2x, ibig sabihin, multiply natin by its the same term, no? So rationalize is times square root of 2x times square root of 2x. So therefore, ang sagot niya is that will be square root of 2x over 2x. So yan yung tinatawag na rationalize. So that will be square root of, wala nang square root kasi na-cancel out na yung square root sa ibaba. So it will become 2x na lang siya. Okay. How about naman kapag conjugate? When you say conjugate of the term, so kapag conjugate yung term, so pag conjugate, example is meron kang 2 over 2. Example, we have 2 square root of x plus square root of y. Plus square root of y. Kailangan natin i-multiply by its conjugate, no? So yung opposite naman. So that will be opposite. So that will be square root of x minus square root of y. So over square root of x minus square root of y. So ibig sabihin, the term will be represented by 2 times the quantity square root of x minus square root of y over parang the sum and differences of binomials. Ang mangyayari, this will be x minus y na lang. Parang itong latter part, yung denominator mo, parang lumalabas, parang x minus y times x plus y. No? Parang x squared minus y. Parang ito yung term similar to this. Yun yung principle behind. Kasi kapag when you say conjugate, ibig sabihin, ang conjugate is different sign. So if this is already a positive term, so you need to multiply by its conjugate by its negative naman, opposite. So you have to take note kapag conjugate, kung positive na ito, you need to multiply by negative. Ayan. So let's go back with our example. So example natin, we have already the term square root of 3 times the quantity x plus delta x minus square root of 3x all over delta x. So multiply natin by its conjugate and rationalize also. So sabay. So that will be square root of, so square root of the same term pa rin, x plus delta x Tapos, by its conjugate na, plus square root of 3x all over the same also term. So, 3, quantity 3 times of this, x plus delta x, tapos same ulit, square root of 3x. So, the result, ang result niya is magiging ganito. So, you have 3 times the quantity, x plus delta x, minus 3x. Kasi magka-cancel yung radical, and it will become this terms na lang. 3 times the quantity x plus delta x minus 3x. All over yung natirang term which is delta x times square root of the function. So yan, you have 3 times the quantity x plus delta x plus square root of 3x, the term. So simplify po natin yung terms. So magiging 3x plus 3 delta x minus 3x all over x times the quantity square root of 3 times x plus delta x. Ayan. Plus square root of 3x. So, ito magiging 0 yung nasa taas kasi 3x minus 3x is 0. So, this time, meron tayong makikitang term na delta x times of 3. Tapos, meron tayong delta x na sa labas. So, yung square root of 3 times x plus delta x plus square root of 3x yung term. So, cancel out, cancel out. So, ang matitira is 3 over. So, 3 over square root of yung distributive term na 3x plus 3 delta x. Yung 3 delta x. Tapos, yung plus square root of 3x. Yan. Remember, ang definition natin kanina, we have the limit of the function as delta x approaches 0. So, ibig sabihin, ang delta x na to is already 0. So, 0 na yan. So, therefore, kapag simplify natin yan, so it will become 3 over, so magiging 3x, square root of 3x plus 3x, that will be 2 square root of 3x. Parang sa algebra, meron kang, let's say sa example sa algebra, you have 1 over, so 1 over x plus 1 over x. Di ba ang mangyayari is equivalent to 2 over x. Parang same here dito. So same property which will apply. So 2, which will be 2 square root of 3x. Kasi 3 delta x is already 0. So matitira is square root of 3x plus square root of 3x. So that will be 2 square root of 3x. And that will be your final answer. So let's have the exercises for numbers 1 to 4. So on your paper, you're going to work out on the following items. So we have exercises. So kailangang sagutan, exercises. So use the definition of limits in solving dy over dx. Let's have number 1. You have y equal to 3x squared minus 6x. Number 2, you have y equal to 10x squared minus 1. Number 3, meron kang y equal to 1 minus 4x cubed. And number 4, y equal to square root of 2x minus 1. So this ends our session and see you